Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to take a look at how we can use displacement shader in Maya. So I have this height map with me and I'll drop the link in the description for all these texture maps. You can check them out. So I'll be using this height map for this mountain and it's going to look something like this. So let's import our height map in Maya and connect it to the displacement. So we are going to use a plane for this. So I'm just going to take a plane and I'm going to turn down the subdivisions to 1 by 1 and increase the width and height to something like this. Now we only have one polygon, as you can see in this heads up display. If you don't see this, what you can do is you can go to display and go to this heads up display and enable this Polycount. So we only have one polygon in our scene. So for this height map to work, we need to do some things. So select your plane, go to your attribute editor, and in the polyplane shape 1, you'll see this Arnold. Open this. And in this subdivision, change the type to either cat clock or linear. So I'm going with cat clock, and you can increase the iteration, but you won't see anything just now. So we are going to create a material for this plane. So before that, let's set up a lighting system for rendering. So I'm going to go in the Arnold and light. We are going to take a simple sky dome and connect an HDRI image. So we have all these images. We can use any one of them. This one looks better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my plane and open my hypershade, and we're going to create a new material for this plane. So let's take a AI standard surface and let's rename this to mountain. And now I'm going to import that height map. So you can either press tab and take a file texture, or what you can do is you can just simply drag and drop that map here like this. Now to connect this height map, we are going to need one more node. So let's press tab and search for displacement shader. Click here, and we are going to need only this node. So I'm just going to connect this displacement shader to this displacement, and we don't need this one. So I'm going to select this and just delete it. Now let's select your height map and open this. Expand this by clicking on this out color and connect the R channel of your height map to displacement. Also make sure you set your height map to raw in the color space. So change it to raw if it is set to RGB, and assign this material on this plane like this. Now I'm going to change some render settings. So let's open your render setting, and in the Arnold system, I'm just going to change it to GPU. And also I'm going to change my image size to 1080p. And now let's try to render it. So now we started the rendering, but you can't see anything here. And to fix this, what we can do is we can select this plane and we can go to its material, click on this output connection and go to your displacement, and again click on this output connection, and here you'll need to change the bounce padding to 0.2, 0.1, something like that, and you need to increase the scale of your displacement. So I'm just going to turn it to, let's say, 10, and you can start to see some bump here. Let's scale it some more. Let's take it up to 20. We need something more. Let's try 50. And now you can see this bump, and I'm going to change it to something like 100, and you can start to see this mountain. Now let's go back to this polyplane shape, and here you can increase the number of iterations. So this is number of subdivisions, but it's not going to actually increase the number of subdivisions in your mesh. We still have only one polygon in our scene. So let's change it to linear, and I'm going to change it to 6. And now you can see more details. I'm going to go here and change the color to something like this. Increase the roughness. Now we can connect a base color to this. So again, stop this render and let's go to Hypershade. And we also have a base color texture. I'm going to select it and just drop it here in the Hypershade. And we can just simply connect the out color to this base color. And now let's try to render it. So this is a good view. And here you can see the displacement of this terrain. If you want to see the wireframe of it, what you can do is you can go to Hypershade, and we have to create a new material for this. So let's try something like AI utility, and I'm going to select my plane and just assign this material. Like this. And in this utility shader, I'm going to select it and change the color mode to polygon wireframe. And let's see in the render. Here you can see the polygon wireframe. So let's close the Hypershade and select your plane. And here, if you decrease the number of iteration, you can see the subdivisions here. So right click here and assign your mountain material. And here we have this mountain displacement. And that's how you can use different type of height maps in Maya to create a terrain like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll drop the link in the description for all the textures. And if you want this project file, you can download it from our Discord server. I'll drop the link in the description for that as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.